Hey everyone, Anna Takayama here. Thanks for tuning in. This is a companion video for the NotebookLM TUI tool. For the full walkthrough, please watch the main video. All right, let's get started.
So we're all making some pretty incredible things with AI these days, right? But have you ever stopped to think about what actually happens to all that work after you're done? Today, we're going to talk about the huge difference between disposable content and creating permanent assets, and how you can finally make that jump. I mean, think about it. You've just spent hours crafting the perfect presentation or an interactive quiz with an AI tool. It's amazing. But is it really truly yours? What happens if that tool you love suddenly disappears? Or what if you just want to move your work somewhere else? This is a question of ownership. And this gets us to what I call the disposable AI problem. See, most of the amazing content we're all creating is fundamentally trapped. It's stuck living and dying inside the one ecosystem where it was born. You know, software developers have a name for this kind of thing. They call it dependency hell. But for us, for creators, it feels a lot more like a walled garden. All your best ideas, your most valuable work, it's all trapped inside. And honestly, you're kind of at the mercy of the platform. Just think about it for a sec. When you go to export your work, what do you usually get? A flat file, right? A PDF, maybe a JPEG. All the magic, the interactivity, the raw data you could use somewhere else, it's just gone. It's time we started demanding more than just a pretty picture of our hard work. But what if you could actually break free from that walled garden? I mean, what if you could pack up all of your work and take it with you, with all of its interactivity and data completely intact? Well, let's find out exactly how that works. Just take a look at this. It really breaks it down. On the left, you've got the old way. Your data is trapped in the cloud, restricted, and basically disposable. But on the right, with a tool like NotebookLM, your work becomes a liberated asset. It's local, it's reusable, and it's permanent. So this all comes down to one absolutely crucial concept: reproducibility. And this is way more than just saving a file. We're talking about downloading a fully functional, interactive copy of your project that you can use anywhere, on any machine, completely independent of the original platform. Okay, I know. That sounds like a pretty big promise, right? So let's skip the talk and get right to the proof. How do you actually turn your cloud-based project into real, tangible, local assets that you actually control? Let's dive in. It all kicks off with this powerful tool right here. With just a single command, you can start a complete backup of your entire NotebookLM project, and it goes straight to your computer. This is the moment you take back control. And boom, here's the incredible result. A folder right there on your computer named Artifacts. This isn't just some random list of files. This is tangible, physical proof that you own your work. It's all right there, in your hands, on your machine. Let's actually peek inside this folder and see what we've got. You get our ready-to-present PowerPoint deck, an interactive HTML file for a quiz that actually works offline, the raw JSON data so you can move it to other tools, and a whole lot more. This is what true ownership looks like, in multiple, actually useful formats. But here's the real kicker. This one backup grabs everything from your project. It supports all 9 of the different content types from NotebookLM Studio. That means your slides, your interactive quiz, your notes, it's all there, together. No gaps, no compromises, no having to pick and choose what you save. All right, so getting your files back is cool, but that's really just the beginning. This is about something much, much bigger, unlocking the true long-term potential of your work through reusability. This totally changes your workflow. Look, it's a simple 3-step process. First, you back up the entire project. Easy. Second, you can restore it on any machine, anytime you want. And third, this is the most important part. You can actually reuse it, migrate it, repurpose it, build on it a year from now. The power is finally yours. You see how this changes the game? You're not just saving your work to some cloud service you have zero control over. You are actively building a personal, local library of your own intellectual property, ready to be used whenever and wherever you need it. So what does this all really mean when you boil it down? It means we're shifting the power dynamic back to you, the creator. It's your content, so it should be your control. So why should you really care about this? Well, for one, it's about future-proofing your work. Your stuff survives even if the platform disappears. It's about having the freedom to move your data to other tools without losing anything. It's about having offline access to your interactive content. And ultimately, what all this adds up to is true ownership. So, the single most important takeaway from all of this is simple. Your AI-generated content is no longer disposable. It's a permanent, reusable asset that belongs to you and only you. Okay, so now you know how to make sure your AI-generated assets are safe and sound and that you truly own them. The next logical step is, well, how do you create them in the first place? Stick around for our next explainer, where we'll dive deep into those 9 studio content types you can build. Thanks for tuning in.